You've heard about impeachment, but did you know there's another way to remove a president from office? The 25th Amendment was passed after JFK's assassination in order to clarify how to replace the president or vice president in the event of death, removal, resignation, or incapacitation. It has multiple articles addressing different situations. Article 1 states that if a president is removed due to death or resignation, the vice president becomes president. Article 2 says that in the case of a VP vacancy, the president then nominates a new vice president that Congress would then have to confirm. And Article 3 says that if the president tells Congress that he or she is no longer capable of fulfilling the duties of office, and until he or she submits a declaration to the contrary, the vice president becomes acting president. That last one was invoked, for instance, when then Vice President George H.W. Bush served as acting president for 8 hours when President Ronald Reagan was in surgery. Now, Article 4 is where things get interesting. Article 4 says that the vice president and cabinet have the power to remove a president from office. Here's how it works. The vice president and a majority of the cabinet, or another body determined by Congress, notify the president pro tempore of the Senate and the Speaker of the House that the president is incapable of fulfilling the duties of office. At this point, the VP takes over as acting president. The president can then refute that claim and tell Congress that he or she is in fact capable of fulfilling his or her duties. Now, unless the VP and cabinet members go back to Congress and insist that the incapability exists, the power then goes back to the president. But if the VP and cabinet members do insist, then it's up to Congress to decide what happens. If a 2/3 vote passes in both houses to strip the president of their power, then the VP is acting president. Sounds kind of convoluted, right? Well, it's meant to be used only in dire circumstances. The goal is to maintain the continuity of government and the integrity of the office. It's worth noting that it's ambiguous whether or not the 25th can be used to address a president's mental and not physical condition. So what do you think? Can you imagine the 25th Amendment being invoked for this current administration? Do you think it would hold up in court? Let us know in the comments, and please subscribe to learn more about how Congress works.